The real deal.
What's up, guys? Welcome to The Real Deal Airsoft. My name is Jake, one of your favorite YouTube airsoft technicians. In this video, I have a spicy unboxing of a mystery part sent in from SpeedQB. This part arrived on my desk. This part came across my desk. I got this part in the mail. I have this part right here. Before we get into the spicy unboxing slash review slash first impressions, maybe installation, I want to take a word to give a shout out to one of our channel sponsors. Shout out to armyandoutdoors.com. They've been my go-to source for surplus gear, really good high quality gear. These guys have over 30 years of experience, and you can really tell from their massive range of products. They stock legit surplus from all over the world, including popular German surplus pieces. This isn't that Chinese stuff that doesn't fit you right. My order personally arrived in just 5 business days. And what I ordered was a special request. I requested to have a size 15 boot for my Milsums, and guys, they literally delivered less than a week it got here. And because I believe in them, we collaborated together to bring you guys 10% off savings. You can get 10% off all orders site-wide. You can use my coupon code REALDEAL, right? Lowercase letters, no space, Real Deal on their website, armyandoutdoors.com. Or you can go directly with this URL, www.armyandoutdoors.com/realdeal, to automatically have your code applied. A link will be in the description and all the details involved to offer you guys that savings for the best surplus. So if you're in Airsoft and you're looking for gear, or you're just looking to source specific pieces in your collection because you're a collector, check out armyandoutdoors.com. Use code REALDEAL to save 10% off. Shout out to armyandoutdoors.com. Disclaimer: YouTube. The part that I'm about to unbox is for airsoft and gel blasters alike. No real steel, nothing. Airsoft, indoor, gaming, plastic balls, out in the field, toys. Alright? So there's nothing real. Shout out to YouTube for understanding that there are no real steel products in here. We do not promote the trade or sale of regulated goods. These are airsoft and gel blaster parts alike. Let's get back to the review, boys. All right, boys, let's get to the unboxing. I got a fancy copper donut sprinkle situation over here. Let's open it up. All right, if you're a youngin' on the block, cut away from yourself. You know what I'm saying? Close that bad boy up. Real deal. Let's unbox this from SpeedQB. Ooh, fire. Let's go. Let's go. Real Deal loves the swag, you heard? That's going on my plate carrier for show. Oh, snap crackle. You don't even know about this, boys. What is this? Ooh. Ooh. Snap. Don't make me put my Johnson in here. Oh, is this like a mag carrier? Ooh. Ooh, this is nice. Beautiful product. Very nice. Don't make me do it. Alright, boys, this is a lot more than I was expecting. This is pretty cool. And they did not, shout out to SpeedQB, they did not say, hey Jake, do a review. They just said, yo, what's up, brother? Much love. I want to send you something. That's it. That's it. This package has been sitting in my spot for a very long time. I've been super busy. Literally, this is like out of pure love right here. And you know what? These are definitely their SpeedQB mag pouches. I've seen these. These are super dope. Don't make me force it out of there now. Wow, that's sexy. That's sexy. All right, so these are SpeedQB mag pouches for show. Let's take a super custom Real Deal mag right here. That's beautiful. Ooh, that's a good fit too. That ain't going nowhere, boy. That ain't going nowhere, boy. Fire piece of gear. Thank you so much for that. I actually run utility rigs, so everything's super lightweight, so I can stack that on a belt. That's lit. All right, so what is this? All right, let's get to it, boys. Let's throw this out and let's review the box. No, I'm kidding. That's all right. SpeedQB! Alright boys, so I don't know what we're rocking with here, but I believe this is their kill switch. Let's take a look, boys. Let's do a nice little, you know what? Cue the cinematic unboxing. Alright guys, back from the non-cinematic version. Check it out. Amazing presentation. Type shit. Alright guys, this is their new kill switch trigger for sure. Oh, this little pin goes right here. So this is for AEG or HPA, I believe. You have 3 different shoes that go onto the bottom of this. This is definitely going in my my little personal build over there. This is so dope. Yeah, shout out to you guys. I really appreciate you sending this out to the Real Deal to get my real deal personal opinion. All right, super beautiful. Yeah, that's how it goes. Ball bearing I can see. Let's check it out. We got some ball bearings on the shaft. Wow, you guys got a really nice shaft. And we have 3 different trigger shoes, which I guess depends on what you want. Wow, that's so sexy. Boom. So you could have something that looks like this. I don't know which style I want to go with. Guys, comment down below which style shoe you'd go with. For sake of this video, we're going to go from left to right. We'll call this 1, 2, and 3. Really dope, really high quality, amazing machining, amazing anodizing. Let's continue to unbox this bad boy. What? Nothing here. Oh no! That doesn't matter. Let's keep it going, boys. Yeah. But wait, there's more. All right, boys. Let's take a look at what we got here. We have adjustment screws. 3x4 pre-travel screws for your pre-travel, right? Which would be this screw right here in front. This way you can add more or less to cant it, depending if you have a micro switch or an HPA system or a Jeftron mop set, something with a micro switch. Amazing. 3x3 spring weight. Oh, spring weight. All right, so maybe we'll be able to influence how heavy the trigger pull is. We're gonna take a look at that. Ooh, big holes back here. Okay. Maybe it's similar to those speed triggers that have the spring in the back. Yeah, it's probably similar to that. Keep it moving through here. 2x5 connectors. That I'm assuming connects the bottom with the top. 3x8 post travel. So that's your over travel adjustment. Amazing, which goes right here. I'm assuming this is just based on my experience, right? It's just I didn't read a manual. This is straight out the box Real Deal review right here, and everything is pretty self-explanatory. That's what I'm talking about. All right, and then lastly, we got the situation, springs plus the top hat. We're gonna put this together, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to assemble this situation right here in case you guys are confused with the spring and the top hat. So let me explain that right now. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you exactly what to do with the springs and top hat package. You're gonna have 3 different spring options. You have a lot of combinations here. You could use 2 of them together. You could use 1 of them. You have 3 different feels that you could go with. All right, guys, you could use your traditional AEG style trigger spring, which would go just like this. Let's just assemble this real quick. You know how we would normally do this. This is your standard Airsoft gel blaster situation. It's going to quickly put it together. All right, boys, we have it assembled, and this is like your standard spring tension. That's pretty stiff. That's pretty strong, I would say. All right, so you guys will most likely be going for the more advanced tuning type stuff. So you have a stiffer spring, which is the longer spring that has more coils, and you have a lighter spring, which is the one that's shorter and fatter. Majority of you guys would probably be going for this one, but it's whatever. You could use them in combination too, but you don't have to do that. This little top hat acts as a guide plug, right? And then you'd insert it in the back, big hole back here. Which hole? That's the right hole. The bottom hole is the wrong hole in this situation. All right, so for this, personally, when it comes to springs on shafts, I use my Real Deal Airsoft multi-purpose grease. We're gonna the end of it in grease. This actually helps it retain to wherever it is, so it helps it not fall out of place. Dead ass. All right, guys. So we're gonna do that. All right, matey, we got my gearbox open. This is an Airsoft or Gel Blaster style situation. No real steel, all right, boys? All right, there's way too many parts to be real steel. All right, so we have the SpeedQB kill switch in here. I actually removed the trigger spring and the top hat, the plunger thing. We removed that because the clicker situation is too good, honestly. Like, I don't need it. I want my trigger pull to be as lightweight as humanly possible. Yeah, there's no point. The clicker's too good. You don't need any of that extra stuff. Make your trigger pull as light as possible. If you're not using the clicker, yeah, you're gonna have to use the trigger spring. But the clicker itself returns the spring. I have a video on the clicker, check it out. It talks about all that good stuff. Or read the manual, you know what I'm saying? So this is the situation right now. This is the setup. If you guys are curious, this gearbox right here has about 200,000 plus cycles through it. This is the gearbox featured in my builds at the EA Fest at Extreme Airsoft in Rhode Island for the 3-day festival every single year. This is the tester box, right? So let's talk about what the components are for my 55 RPS DSG. Real deal ultimate tappet plate DSG variant with the enhanced tappet spring post. It will never fail. Real deal cylinder head, Goblin cylinder. This is not mine. Real deal Airsoft DSG ultimate piston with Real deal Airsoft future gen piston head, which is coming out within 30 days after this video. It's going to be the craziest piston head on the market. We have the Real Deal optimized DSG gear set. Why is it optimized? Because the tappet plate cam has been moved to a more optimal position. You'll see higher FPS and way better full auto FPS consistency. Real Deal enhanced super tappet spring, really important right there. We have the SpeedQB kill switch trigger with this cool shoe. And we have a Apparel hybrid MOSFET and a Apparel hybrid speed clicker in a retro box with Real Deal J-cage bearings, paired with a Real Deal Airsoft 39K cheek clapping motor. So, and I can't believe I forgot. This is our optimized 21mm nozzle. Optimized because we moved the placement of the internal O-ring forward a little bit, so it's a little bit deeper, increase in nozzle stability, really insane. And we also have a Real Deal Airsoft performance anti-reverse latch, but ours are now stainless silver. They don't have the titanium nitride. That's what's the full internal parts list. If you are doing a brushless build and you're using this motor, if you don't detune the motor, it will shoot 55 RPS. So just make sure your system's ready for that. All right, boys. But you could reduce it, whatever. It actually has 50% stepless adjustment, so you can go from like 19.5K to 39K. That's the range, boys. All righty. All right, real dealers, that's the review of the kill switch by SpeedQB. It's a really cool and innovative part, allowing you to change the bottom half of your trigger shoe without disassembly of the replica in general. One caveat that players may get stuck on is the price point. Yes, it's expensive, but right now they're having a ridiculous sale on the website. So if you want it now is probably the best time to pick it up. One thing about the price point is when players of the industry, not these extremely massive companies from China or Taiwan, when players of the industry go to design and manufacture parts, there are a ton of upfront costs. And the price that you pay is the difference between being average or being top tier. You could get an average brushed motor, or you could get a top tier brushless motor. You know, there's a degree in Airsoft where, you know, further investment has diminishing returns, but in general, when there's innovation in the industry, we have to try to support it, especially if you like it, provide feedback, and try and get the best product possible. Right now, I'm going to be running the kill switch inside of my personal cheek clapper, and I'll give you my feedback as time goes on. I really love this product. They didn't tell me to make a video. I just wanted to, so shout out to you guys. Also, shout out to Nice Nick Customs. I got one of his shirts on right now. You got to check the back out. It's pretty dope. Yeah, guys, Real Deal's got a nice... Oh, yeah, and guys, shout out to Sidecar Customs. That's the upper on here. We're going to be carrying them on the website, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of pre-builds with them. So stay tuned, boys.
The real deal.